1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Give us McNeil!
Hello, hello, hello. If you can hear me, let me know. I am doing something a little bit different. We're not using the normal microphone, so yeah. We are going a bit early tonight. I've got some things that are needed to do. Mental health check-in. Oh, Daniel, I'm sorry to hear that, mate. I hope you do well soon. I hope things get better soon. I hope we can distract you a little bit from it all. Ian Finley, how you doing, mate? I hope you're well, mate. Good vlog that you did for Leeds. Shame about the result, isn't it? Evening Glenn, evening Daniel, evening SWFC. So how are we all doing? I have changed things up a little bit because we are doing something a little bit different tonight. I've managed to get things sorted. Yeah, that's a good point. How is your mum doing, Glenn? But yeah, I've tried to get something sorted for tonight. It took me a while to get it how I want it, so bear in mind. 15 people here, 9 like girls, likes up people, much appreciate it. 10, the standard for the masses. Ian and Barry, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. It can be interesting. It can be an interesting week. I'm hearing things that the Shea Charles deal might be done, but I don't want to say anything until it is done. We'll see. Ian and Barry Taunton, how you doing, mate? Yeah, I think we move on. I think we move on from this result, don't we? We kind of try and move on and change it up a little bit. But yeah, it was an interesting one. So let's go to this and hopefully this has worked. Oh, not quite. So I need them all. Where do I need them? They all need bunching up a tad. So to put you guys there. Give me that. Till I couldn't see what I was doing when I was doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do that. Your Bannon and your Ingleson. Your Windass. Just here. And then it was your 2 wide people. There and there. With 1 Jamal Lowe there. That's how we set up for yesterday, for the game Friday. Now, my issue is here and here. We'll get into that in a minute. But, yeah, feels like Monday night football with the ball better than Neville and Garrett. I wish I had more of those. Those things are expensive, mate. Like, generally, those things are expensive. I have looked into them. They are very expensive. I said this was coming back, so here it is. The slightly refined version of it because I haven't quite got it how I want it yet. You can still see my board, my soundboard. Which one is this? Nope. Which one is it? This one. Bring that one in. Bring that one in. The one closest to me. Which one is it? That one? It's the one closest to the board. There we go. It flipped on my end. It flipped on my end. So, this is the formation we played versus Leeds. Ironically, it was the exact same formation they played. We all played a 4-2-3. Put these back. 3-1. So the 4-3-2-1, right? Great. You're thinking, okay, that's great. So you've got your inverted wing backs here, Bernard and Deshaun here, Bannon and Ingleson here. You've got Gassama there, not Gassama, Masaba there, and who else there? Let me have a look. It was your Max Lowe and stuff like that. And you've got your Windass and your Jamal Lowe here, right? 3-4-3 should be playing with 2 wing. Right, I'll make this very clear. The what we should be playing in people's eyes and the what we are playing. That's the difference, right? And the issue we have with this is here. Ingleson and Bannon are not, I repeat, Ingleson and Bannon are not CDMs. Ingleson, don't think you're Ingleson. He's doing the work here of Bannon trying to move about and get back. Where Bannon is getting way forward all the time, and then you're leaving it to one man to do it. And that is an issue for me because you can't keep it left with one man doing all the work. And this is where we got overrun. This is where we got overrun because when we stepped up to try and go on the attack, this is where we were left open to get in behind us. They had to just go through here, and then you had this man going back, trying to make the tackle in. And this is where you say Valentine was trying to make the tackle in. You put all those men further forward, right? They put them all the way further forward, and you put that there, you've left a huge gap here where anyone can go into that gap and you're not playing a high line to catch them offside. You're playing them on 9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10, there's a man here and he's playing him on and he's on. So it caused us so many issues by doing that. I've seen a lot of people say we should go back to what we did end of last season, which I don't disagree, but it did work. I'll move these back. But it's like you had the thing say this is Masaba here. Masaba was useless. He did one little trickery bit and he knackered us. I agree, Beth, we need a box-to-box midfielder. A 3-4-3 should be playing with 2 wing-backs as a winger and a Masaba and a Gassama up top as a 3 with Ugbo or McNeil low. I agree. The gap between the teams with the parachute money and all other teams is massive, and it's clear to see why there's a massive handicap in which is impossible to overcome. I agree. We are very lightweight in midfield. I agree with that. We are very lightweight in midfield. The middle two just doesn't work for me yet. It's why if I go back here, if you had this as Chalobah, you've got to at least cover in front of your back lineup, and it'll be interesting to see what happens. But it was very much a team also who's 2 to 3 years ahead of where Wednesday are, maybe even 5 years ahead of where Wednesday are. Evening, Jeb, by the way. I didn't see you there. How you doing? But it's ahead of where they are. Right. Let's just talk about what it is. They are at least 3 to 4 years ahead of where we want to be. We still need midfielders in that position. Now, we know today that Pierce Charles is staying, and there's a lot of talk that Shay Charles could be done. Now, Shay Charles plays in this position here. You put a Chalobah and a Shay Charles here, and then you possibly have an Ingleson or Bannon here, or even you put Bannon there and Ingleson there. It's a lot better. It's easier to move it forward, which is great, which would be good. The thing is, in that game, we did the watch along. We did the watch along, and the issue with the watch along, it was great. I enjoyed it, but at the same time, we struggled. You can see where we're missing bits. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes a team can get promoted with the right structure. It can happen. Yeah, it happened. Look at Bournemouth. Bournemouth and Burnley were teams that did that quite well, actually. If we use Chalobah, though, I think we should only be away from home to be more defensive. But who do you sacrifice? Bannon? It'll more than likely be Bannon. It'll more than likely be Bannon that we that doesn't get sacrificed. I think Ingleson's the one who I think struggles to unplace him, or you have him as your impact player. With a Gangan press, the cam is the one that's the most important player. Remember how good Fabinho was under. Yep, I agree. The attacking person going to do a lot of your pressing. He's the limp pin of your forward, where your CDM is your limp pin at the back, and that's the thing for me. You've got that limp pin in between those two positions. It works really well. It's early days as well. Let's make this clear. It's very early days of what we're doing. It's 3 games in. Would we like to have got a result against Sunderland and Leeds? Absolutely. I'm not saying we wouldn't want to get a result. That's what you want. We are in a result business. But when we first saw the the fixture for the first 6 games, we were like, they're 2 very tricky teams early on to play. I think we're going to see Baz starting to be phased out of the season. I can see that a little bit. I can actually see that. I can see maybe taking less games and just trying to learn how to play without him. Because I think we do need to learn how to play without him because we've been so reliant on the man for so many years. I can see that. I can see possibly Ingolson slowly coming into that position. The thing is, Ingolson's good. He's very good. We just came across a team that was really good. A lot of fans hate the word trust the process, don't they? Yeah, I hate it too. But I hate it because all I've ever heard from like some fan channels is trust the process, and they completely go on about it. But it's like, you have to trust the process. It's early doors in this. It's very, very early doors at the moment. And the thing is, if it's early doors, I am okay with us waiting and seeing to what happens. So sacrificing Ingolson for Charlton, bring him on a stage or winning country. The thing is, we're talking about sacrificing players. We're going to have games where we're doing Tuesday, Saturday. You're going to need somebody to come in and be that player that's going to come in and play. So it can be interesting. Chalobah, I think if Chalobah is properly fit, he got to play tomorrow. He got to play tomorrow. He got to really do that. Ian and Daniel, how you doing? Ingolson can't be relied to play as a 6. He's an 8 all day long. Yeah, I agree. Charles is a 6. Charles is 6. I think, if anyone, I think Ingolson is who you replace Windass with. And you have Windass as your impact player. That's what I kind of think. I think you probably put Ingolson as that cam position, and you have it where Windass comes off, and you have Bannon and Chalobah in those positions to do that, or Charles and Bannon to do that. One or the other. That's where I think you play it. Yeah, the idea of playing a 4-2-3-1. So let's just play that. Make that formation right now. It is that one. Let's make that formation right now. So let's do a 4-2-3-1 like we were doing, right? 4-2-3-1, right? Thing is, I think, generally, you put Bannon here and you put Chalobah or Charles here, you got your cover, especially with Charles or Chalobah, because they can come forward and ping the ball forward. I think here, I generally think here, if this is your cam, it's Ingolson. And you have Windass as your impact player when players' legs are going. That's where you get it. If the process of playing out from the back when we have no ball playing defenders, then I don't trust it. Yeah, but at the same time, they said, this is the thing I'm going to make very, 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 very clear, because it's doing my fucking head in. Generally doing my head in. They said, Bannon, Windass, Danny, Iorfa, they've all said it's going to take time for that to eventually stick. I understand what you're saying. We don't have any ball playing centre back. I think the one we've probably got is Deshaun to a point. The problem is, with me, they're still not fast enough. The saving grace we got is that international break. That international break is going to be good. Trouble against Leeds, and we're playing 2 left-footed midfielders. Charles in midfield with Baz. Yeah, true. I watched the Liverpool game yesterday and paid particular attention to Galberg. Now he has a good defensive mid, even though it's not his natural position as a 6. He's learning it. Yeah, that's the thing. I think we're learning it. Roll like to play with wingers inside. Our come from the fullback. Yeah. The thing is, the problem with us coming from the fullbacks here is if you've got your wingers inside, if they're up here, your wingers have got to come back and defend. Now that's the problem. If you put up all your wing backs up, someone here needs to get back, and that's our issue at the minute. We're not getting back. Like Masaba can do it to a point, but then he gets annoyed. He gets fed up with it. I'm missing a person. There he is. And that's the issue. They can go forward, but the fullbacks, for me, are not up to speed yet, kind of thing. They're not up to speed. The problem you've got is if you have got your fullback coming forward, you need at least a Masaba here, and especially if it's a Gassama doesn't defend. Like, generally, Gassama is shit when it comes to defending one-on-one. He's naff. Masaba can do it to a point. He can do it to a point. But they've got to be ample cover, because if you put up both your wing-backs here and your wingers are up here trying to get involved in the attacking play, you're relying on either one of your CDM here to go there. But if he's going there covering for this man here, who's going down the ring here, you've then got a massive gap here. You've got a massive gap where he would be there defending that, where you take your centre-back closing there, and you need that one then to come back and be a centre-back. Kind of thing. And then, but then you're leaving gaps here where you need something else to come out. This is the problem with this system. It leaves a lot of open gaps early doors. And that's the issue. That's what we had versus Leeds. We put everyone so far forward that we couldn't get anyone back. So it left the gaps. But everyone could see it. And the thing is, we got Millwall at the weekend. Millwall play for set pieces. And if they're playing for set pieces, we've seen what happened when we defend set pieces. We don't have... Where's my goal? Goal is there. When we're doing set pieces, say here in... Where is he? Put him there. There he is. All right, there we go. When we're defending set pieces, we're leaving men open all the time. Like, they'll be in around here, but we'll leave people open at the back. And that's an issue. Go back to Liverpool when Trent attacks Henderson covered. That's what you need. Yeah, you need the Henderson to cover when one of Lowe or Valerie is attacking forward. I agree. Fans expect instant results, and it's difficult when putting new methods into practice with a different formation. I agree. I think, as you said earlier, we need a centre half that can play high line and can also press forward. Yeah, we do. We need someone who can do that. You kind of want to have a CDM that can also be a defender, but we need a centre back that can do. Back in the day, right? Iorfa could play that role. Iorfa was very good at coming back, forward, back and forth. He's not that anymore. He's a lot better if you put him as a left back at doing that role. But I generally still think Iorfa's best position is left back. I don't think it's centre back. He's good at blocking, but he's better at being out wide because he's got his pace and come back. Iorfa is not that great yet. Exactly. For all of what Borna got from some of the fans, he was fantastic at being in that position where you would just have that covering centre-back all the time. You know who could be good at it? Who doesn't have to go flying forward? Is Michael Owetwe. Do you bring Michael Owetwe in? Because then you've got your mobile centre-back here in Bernard, who can get up and down. And then you have Owetwe back as your centre-back. Now, the only issue with Owetwe, he is prone to making mistakes and the concentration levels sometimes go. And that's an issue we have to work on. That's something we can work on quite quickly in training and stuff. But the other thing you've got is Windass here. If he's trying to come back and help here, you're leaving Lowe alone. And the problem is, what I've noticed is the gap between your centre attacking midfielder and your striker is here. That is a too big a gap. You can have someone come in, take the ball, eat time. The ball, go to them, they can see it coming. By Low, that's mine, the start of attack. Kind of thing. And that's the issue. Can Femelo can do it to a point, I agree. I feel like we need a leader in defence as well. I don't see Dominic Iorfa the man. I don't see any leaders at the back, to be fair. I think it's a lot of work to put on a young kid in Beadle to be your leader. 4-4-3. Swap Windass for someone more defensive. I agree. I feel for Lowe. He took a bit of stick on Alford. Yeah, the thing is, he's up here on his own, and there's no one helping him. You want someone like a Bannon or say a Bannon or a Ingleson to be passing the ball, and he's not getting anything. He's not getting anything at all. Because Josh is trying to go attacking. He's trying to attack. When he's here, we've got Bannon or Ingleson there trying to cover. It'll come. It will come. It's just going to take a while, and it's not yet. Get all both fit, play. That's what I said. I think you play Low here. Right. Yeah. You play Low here, and then you've got him. But because he can then, if you've got someone here, defender, he can cut inside while you have someone else pressing. I think his best position, Low, is cutting inside off the left. I agree. Get him out for the... For me, Windass should be dropped at half-time in the Sunderland game. For those mistakes, is a major example of the back heel. I did produce to do same back heel against Leeds. Failed again. I think McNeil could be very good at the second striker too. I agree. Masaba needs to be dropped. All he can do is 10 step overs and pass back. We're dropping a lot of players here, right? You're dropping a lot of players, and I get it. I understand it, right? I do understand it, but you've got to remember, he can only play who he can play at the minute. Ola Kabashi's not up to speed yet. So I can see Kabashi being Gassama's mini replacement kind of thing, and those two will interchange, or even Masaba. Masaba just needs to look up. Masaba really needs to look up. I think it's stumbling blocks. It's stumbling blocks. It's starting as a new team. 39 people watching, 15 likes. Please put the likes up. I much appreciate it. By the way, what do you think of this with the Subutio again? Please let me know, because I have potentially got a new webcam coming that should make it a little bit crisper and better. What do you think of this? Does this work for explaining things and everything? If I can make this work more, let me know and I will do more of it. Believe in Raw, Beck we've had a year, fans need to patience. Sunderland, Wallop, Saints last season, and Leeds, our best team in the division. We're going fine. I agree. It's going to take a bit of time. It's just going to take a little bit of time. Interesting. Leeds are targeting Sheffield United Harmer. That's interesting. I like it. I do tactical discussions. I love it, Punky. Great, mate. Brilliant. Brilliant. If you're anything like me, I need visual representation showing things. The only thing is this just takes a little while to set up, which is cool. I like tactical. Love it, Punky. Doing great, mate. Thank you, mate. Brilliant. Play McNeil over Windass. Well, that's interesting. If you have McNeil here, I actually think that he gets closer. And then you can turn them into a 2 now and again. You could turn it into a 2, bust these up, turn it into a 4-4-2 when you're attacking. And then when you're defending, you take it back to a 4-2-3-1. I think that's what we're trying to do. I generally think that's what we're trying to do. I think he's trying to turn it into a 4-4-2 when we're attacking, with your 2 up there, your midfield and your general, and then when we're in defence, he's taking it back down to be 4-2-3-1 with your 2 central defenders trying to do it. It's difficult to do because it's having to... The modern game of football now has turned into as having at least 5 different tactics on the pitch at the same time. And that's something that has to change. That's not something that's something that's coming to football. You saw it a lot in the Euros. They played one tactic to start, but then it interchanged into 2 or 3 different tactics each time, which was good. I liked it. It was interesting. I play McNeil over Windass. Love it. Love seeing the Wednesday pack getting some use rather than just sitting at it. Yeah, they're doing really well actually, mate. And I appreciate you sending them. I'll just show the people. Let's have a look and see if I can flip this round. Little Sabutio, man. He's upside down. There we go. Yep. Little Wednesday ones. I've got the box somewhere over there. It's sort of the Gary Hooper role from years ago. I agree. Honestly, I think McDill should start over Windass. I think it's the cutting here. Right. the thing is, McNeil got injured at Hull. Like, he landed. The only reason he was on the bench versus Sunderland, I think it was just to see. The fact that he hasn't been in makes me wonder. It makes me wonder if that injury was just still a little bit of a knock in terms of the thing. Because you've got to think, he went from a big height up, landed on his hip, and if you landed on your hip, it then affects your back, it then affects your legs. Someone who has seizures, I know, it hurts. Give Danny patience, in Danny we trust, I agree. 100% in Danny we trust. I haven't got an issue with Danny because I said all my bollocks, but realistically, Danny knows more than... Yeah, the thing, Danny knows more than all of them put together in a sense. He knows what he's doing. The problem is, I think fans these days want everything now. They want it to be perfect. They want the signing to come in and do it straight away. And the thing is, that doesn't happen these days in football. It doesn't happen full stop. It takes a while. You've got to think, we are going from one system that Danny wanted us to play originally. If you look at when we started versus Plymouth and Watford, who were playing this, but he didn't have time to be on a training ground, in a classroom, sit with them, talk with them, go, we're doing X, Y, and Z. This is how we're doing stuff, right? He had to go ultra, here we go, let's go from here, right? That's the thing. That's the thing for me. I generally think that you have got to be in a position to do it in a way and kind of see it, right? Also, Jay, I've got a question. What are your thoughts on Ingleson's long phone? I personally think they've got a ton of potential. I think that most people think we won't get a goal from it because of faults. I mean, you know what? They are very Rory Delap. The flat. That's the thing. They are flat throw-ins. Where the thing you had with Volksers, they were airy. They were up in the air a lot. They're very flat, and it was like they're like having a bit of a corner. I think we should utilise that. The problem you've got with the throw-ins... Where's my other camera gone? The problem you've got with the throw-ins, so where is... That's a goalkeeper. This one, right. So if you're doing throw-ins, right? I'm just going to put some players in here. You're doing throw-ins. Let's just put a back four in for now. Right. If you're doing throw-ins and you're treating them as a set piece, get here. You're treating them as a set piece. And you're bringing up your big lads from the back to be in the penalty box, and then you say you've got someone there. You're bringing them in to be throw-ins. The problem you've got, and it kind of happened when we played Leeds, because Valentine was here on the box, here. He got took out, boom, they were away. Because you put your forward men forward for that like attacking setup, and it hits it. Rest in peace Sven Goran Eriksson, true gentleman of football. He got us so close, and it's so annoying that he never got it. But rest in peace, Sven. We get close with Bernard against Lee. That one with Bernard was interesting because he did okay actually. I actually thought as a backwards header, he nearly had it. By the way, I have lots more of a Sabutio men in here as well. These are actually from... One set is from 18 Dapper. Two sets from 18 Dapper and then one from Thingy. I think long throws are underused across football if you can perfect... Oh yeah, if you can perfect them. A throw-in can turn into a corner. A throw-in can turn into such a good way of attacking the ball. I think they really well. Well, from the back of the cop, I'm convinced it was. My heart dropped. It was really clever, actually, to be fair. I was actually really impressed with that. He came very close. It's the fact that it was a backwards header that got me. I will be interested to see what Danny picks tomorrow. Generally, I'll be interested to see what Danny picks tomorrow. We don't have any leaders at the back. The back is very it's young. It's young. If you actually look at it, Bernard 23, Iorfa's 29, but he's not a leader. You've got Valerie and Lowe, who are 30 and 26, 27, and you got Beadle, who's 19. It's not young as in terms of young, but it's young in the terms of what it is, in terms of having a commanding presence in there. I thought what Beadle did last season with running it was good. I thought he did a really good job of commanding that back line, trying to get it to play how he wanted it to. The problem is he's 19. And that's not a problem. You've seen Patterson at Sunderland do it. You've seen other keepers do it. It's also the other thing is what worries me slightly is Charles. If Charles is staying and he doesn't go out on loan, which is looking like he's not doing, the bit that worries me is you have to start having Charles in the conversation for next season then as your permanent keeper. I might get to kick. Hopefully we win. Good. It's a good way day, Grimby. Tomorrow we are doing a watch along for Grimby as well. There will be another debrief on the Wednesday. Thursday I haven't got anything on. And Friday, it will be the Yellow Tie special. We will be going from 7 till the close of play on the deadline day. If anything comes Wednesday related, I will be recording it halfway through, so it'll be like a mini video inside. So it'll be interesting. Start? What do you mean, Kevin? Kieran Fletcher? What do you mean, start? Confused. Coming in and saying start doesn't help me. Chalobah as our defensive leader. Maybe I could see that. You got to make sure you can keep him fit, but that could work. Also, I saw a few people saying that Beadle had a bad. I didn't think Beadle was that bad. I thought he for the Dan James chip, he came out, he tried to make him bid and he went down a bit too early. But I don't think Beadle was that bad. I think Beadle was Beadle. If I'm honest, Beadle was just there. Beadle, man of match, 100%. I think he did okay, actually, Beadle. I don't think he was that bad. I think people are trying to... I think it will be the same team who play against Hull. All right, cool. Yeah, I can see it be the same team against Hull. The same team that played Hull. I'd like to throw in some more some first teamers. A little bit. Just to get them playing together. You're probably going to get Chalobah in there. You're probably going to get Akin in there well if they're fit and ready to play a game. I'm looking forward to seeing Olaf again versus Grimby. McNeil will be good. I'm trying to have a think. Who else you could put in there. Also, I hope Smith gets off the bench when he sees. You know what? What got me about the game versus Leeds, we looked so much better when we went up to a 2 at top. When we went up to Ugbo and Smith at top, their pressing was better. They tried to hurry them. They were fantastic. Yeah, we didn't get the result, but they were fantastic in what they were trying to do. I thought those two coming off the bench were great. I go on a ledge and say you play Ugbo and McNeil tomorrow. Play Ugbo, give him 60 minutes. Give him 60, 70 minutes. Play Ugbo and McNeil from the start. See what happens. Or you play McNeil, Smith, and then bring Smith on at half. Or you bring Smith off or McNeil off at half time and you put Ugbo on. I would like to see that. Would play Proof tomorrow and Fernando's. I don't think you're going to get them in yet, mate. I don't think you'll get them in yet, but soon. Soon they'll be playing, I reckon. But I don't think it'll be yet. I like to see it, but I think he needs to get some of the fringe players playing. Sean has got to play again tomorrow. Sean Fuser has got to play again tomorrow. He was immense in that middle of the park. It asked questions as well. If Sean does what he did again versus Grimby, you're then turning around and going, why is he not knocking on the door to get in to a point? And again, When he did it versus Hull, that was against the Championship squad. There is a part of me that think that we bring in Charles for in, and you've got Chalobah, Charles, and Sean as your players. We've got to go, but Lola says hi. Hi Lola, have a good night's sleep. Also, I thought we looked 10 times better than the team last year when we went against Leeds. Just watched the highlight back. We had a lot more chances to go and defend our goal. We looked 10 times better than last year. Fair enough. Can Fuser play the 6 role? He can play 6 role. He plays more of a 6. I do not know. Did he play during the... I don't know. Let me have a look. What's that? Yeah, it's looking like Charles is done as well, which is good. Let me have a look. I don't know if he's injured, mate. I'll find out by the academy. New bit. Let me have a look. Shipton Town wouldn't want to see him tomorrow, but yeah, if he's a great player, type of player you will get a manager career. That's a prospect, yeah. I'll be honest with you, I don't know what the thing is with I don't know what the thing is with Shipton, because there've been bits where it looks like he's ready and then it just doesn't. Academy, there we go. 21 under 21s, 5 days ago. I remember when we played. I want the team, please. Shipton played. Rio Shipton on from the bench. Yeah, so he played. He came on 65, so I wonder if he's just getting back into position. I wonder if that's a case of him just waiting to see if he plays a bit more, because he did have that long injury, didn't he? Wait. That's saying, hey, that's interesting. Oh, hold on. Lincoln City. Forum. That's interesting. We've been talking about potentially Bailey Cadamarcha going out on loan, right? There's a couple. There's a couple of players. Let's have a look. Yeah. Apparently Bailey Cadamarcha was at the game. Yeah, apparently Bailey was at the game at the weekend for Lincoln. They're kind of turning around and saying that they may have got him on a permanent. I'd be a bit annoyed if they have, actually. I doubt it. I do doubt it, because he's in our plans. I can't see that, surely. Nah, that's not a permanent. They got him on loan, surely. Let's look. I'm hoping that Grimby play weekend side that they've got a big game against Man City coming up. Not heard much about Joe Bruce since not been much. Hello, new to the channel. Is Sheffield Wednesday playing tonight? Always great to see channels about the FA. Sheffield Wednesday playing tomorrow night in the Carabao Cup, my friend. I am doing a watch along at 7:45 for that game, I think. No, not playing tonight, playing tomorrow night, and then we're playing on Saturday. And Saturday's our first 3 p.m. kickoff. And thank you for joining me for coming in, mate. Much appreciate it. Did I just hit my microphone? No, good. But thank you for coming in. It's always good to talk about different EFL teams. If you're really into the EFL as well, mate, there is a show called the 72 Review Show on 18 Dapper's channel. We talk about all the results from the weekend. We just didn't this weekend because it was the bank holiday. Now there's no way. That's what I think. I can't see them doing that. Would you thought? No, Kieran, because I don't think he's going to be here. Kieran, I generally don't think Bailey's going to be here at all. I think Bailey's already gone to. He's already gone to Lincoln. It sounds like the Lincoln fans are saying that he's already been at Lincoln and ready to get signing. He's a very good player. For Lincoln. He'll do well there. So I don't actually think they are. He'll play. I think he's pretty much on his way to Lincoln now. Kind of thing. Oh, look. So what's the name of the other channel you met me? 18 Dapper. Hang on, I'll find it for you. Pato is built for Yorkshire Derby. Oh, he really is. Patterson sings interesting, right? And I'll tell you why. I will tell you why the Patterson thing's interesting. Patterson. Here you go. There you go, mate. That's the 18 Dappers channel. Pato's interesting because there was talk about Pato going to leaving the club, right? Pato's missus had a baby last week or Sunday. One or the other. They had a baby either last week or Sunday, right? Here's the thing. She had a C-section. She's not going to want to move at all. She's not allowed to move for a while either because she's had a C-section. I don't think there's any way Patterson is leaving unless he's going up to get a house sorted and stuff and he leaves. But I can't see him wanting to leave his missus since they just had the little one. I think the Patterson thing all changes a little bit. Yes, I'm not saying players can't move when the missus have babies. I agree they can. But I think it changes it because of what happens next kind of thing. He'll want to try and be there. I think for them, they do want to go back up to Scotland. Danny said that the other night it's important to understand that players we want to bring in now are not squad players. Below they must be some. They were also. I have had the Sabutio out, mate. I've literally just put it away. If you go back, Bob, the Sabutio was out. I had the little men out. I don't know if you'll see this. There you go. But yes, I have the Sabutio out. It's been good. Hopefully, I should have a new camera tomorrow ordered, so that make it a bit easier. I got to decide actually. No, I won't be using that camera there. I'll be using that camera there. But yeah, how many players do you think we'll bring in? 2 or 3. 2 or 3, because we are close to the limit with. We are close to the limit with squad size. I think and they'll all be loans. They'll all be loans. You don't think we'll bring anyone in, Barry? You actually don't think we're bringing anyone in? How come? Explain your logic and reasoning. I'm always intrigued. I think it'll be 2 or 3 if we can. It looks like Shea Charles is done. That looks like that's all done. If you're going to do the ye old Atty test, Atty is already following said player on Instagram. And he wasn't beforehand. So you're doing the usual we see what happened via our chairman's son, that would say to us that is the done deal. We need at least 2, I think. I think we need 3. CDM, centre back. And I want to say, if you let Bailey go out, you probably need another striker. Personally, but that's me being greedy. I think my issue is, let me bring this up. We'll see if we can have a look. Teams. Teams, let me just get rid of some stuff off here. Daddy Will had just joined the chat. Yeah. I think we missed it. We have missed the trick, but I think they wanted to keep him more down south. I think the player wants to stay down south as well, actually. Have a look. Take that, go with that, go with that. Get rid of date, get rid of date, get rid of date. Get rid of date. And who's out of contract next season? Good question. I don't know. I generally don't know. I haven't looked that far ahead yet, mate. That's like, even for me, that's looking ahead. That's, is it, oh, why does that stay there? Put me head in. Hold on a minute. I want to show, where's the button on bar? There we go. Goal prediction for tomorrow. I don't do them, Liam, because I don't like doing predictions. I'll go with a cheeky 2-0 win. Who? Bannon, Masaba is, I know. Masaba, not. Masaba got a 1 year. Masaba was a 2 to 3 year deal, mate. I know Masaba wasn't. I'm sure Masaba's signed a 3-year deal. It was either a 2-year deal with an option of another year. I think Masaba got another year, mate. After this, let me have a look. Yeah, Masaba contract is up. He's right. 2025. So it is up next year, but I think he got an option of the year. I think Masaba is one of those. It was a 2-year with an option, kind of thing. Players who want to remain down south should be punished by allowing them to stay down south. Proven quality at a price for me thinks this may hinder our progress. Yeah, but Danny's also said we're not looking for proven quality. Danny said whoever comes in is impact players. Yeah, it's 2025. We've got an option. So it's like with Marvin Johnson and Patterson. We've got an option. So it's more like free. Because we will take that option on him. Real shame we missed on Dembele. He was really good versus QPR. I won't lie. He's that kind of little bit of firepower we need. But the thing is, they've gone and got him on a loan with a 3 million next season. And I don't think we could do that deal. And apparently the player really wanted to stay down south. He actually really wanted to be in London. So fair enough to him. This Shay Charles sign is not taking a while, mate. Not taking a while. These normally take a bit of a while. It normally takes a little bit because you've got to make sure everything's right. You're going to make sure the contract's right. You've got to make sure the loan fee's right. Everyone just thinks it takes... Thing is, people automatically think when they've been linked that they should automatically be signed like that. Don't work like that, Liam. Doesn't work like that. Smith, Johnson, Bannon, Masaba, Palmer. That sounds about right, actually. Let's hope potential additions make addition. Yeah, anyway, I was about to bring this up. Alright, you can still hear me. Good, you can't see me. So, that's the thing. So, right, here's your thing, right? Beadlehammer, Charles. Looks like Charles is staying for now. Your defence is Palmer, Lowe, Bernard, Iorfa, Valerie, Femero, Uwikwe, Pole. Remember, Bannon can play in as a centre-back if he wanted to. Kind of thing. Oh yeah, Femero and Pato. Right, your midfields are Chalobah, Ingleson, Lowe, Bannon, Johnson, Windass. You're swapping for a forward, really. And then up top, this is the thing. If you're loaning If you're loaning Bailey, you don't have much wingers. And granted, I know so you said we don't really play with wingers. They're more like inside forwards than they are wingers. But you don't play with much wingers. You've got Masaba and Gassama and Kabachi. Hato, I don't know where you fit with that one. He's a striker, he's a striker, he's a striker. The rest of these, apart from Bailey, who's probably going out on loan, are inside forwards. Valerie had played in a back three before. He has. True. Also, Paul's out too. Daniel said apparently he doesn't want to sign squad players. Yeah, he basically said he doesn't want squad players, he wants loan players. He wants loan impact players, so he wants them off the bench. That's the thing, he wants them off the bench. He wants them to be that impact player. If you think about it, that's what Poveda was. Poveda was an impact player for most of it. He'd come on, either start the game and then go off as your impact player, or he'd come on. Poveda was an impact player when he came in. He said he doesn't. The reason he doesn't want squad players, he hasn't got time to bed them in. 46 people watching, 28 likes. Get those likes up, people. I would much appreciate it. Squad players, you want a pre-season. Squad players, you want a pre-season, and he's not going to get that. Let me just stand up a minute. Just stretch my legs a minute, because my legs have gone to sleep. And feel it. Then my stupid watch is saying I need to stand up. Let's not put that in my back pocket, because if I stand on that, if I sit on that, I'm going to have an issue. Oh, come on. Hoping to see more McNeil in the league because I think he's got real potential. I agree. I think he's got real potential as well. I think we should be using him a lot more than we have done so far, but not manager. We are just fans, kind of thing. I do like using the wireless setup like this. It's nicer. It's a little bit easier. And as long as it sounds okay, that's the main thing. But yeah, let's see what happens. We've got a busy week this week. This week we have got game tomorrow. So tomorrow, game versus Grimby. We have a debrief on Wednesday. We have also then got on Thursday nothing. Friday is the big one. It's the last of the international break. And then that also means I get to have a little bit more of a break while we're on international duty because, you know, I'm going to need it because I haven't had one when the season ended because I'm a madman. So it can be interesting. Also, while I remember it, we are going to have some videos during the international break. I'm doing a community call-in. So if you want to be involved with that, let me know. I'm going to do a call-in show because we haven't done one in a long time. And I'd like to do one. Have your guys' opinions and like actually speaking to me, which is good because we haven't done that in ages and I really want that to happen. Tomorrow's game definitely Chalobah both start. Are they'll be permanent in the squad once up to scratch? Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that, mate. Free delivery if you order in the next 6 hours. Well, I can't order in the next 6 hours because I don't have the money. When is the call in? If it's on my day off, I'll let you know, mate, because I haven't got a clue yet. I haven't got a clue when I'm doing it yet. It'll be some point in the international break. All I can say, Beth turn up against United, not having Hammer, or else I will be suicide. Yeah, I think we'll all be that if we have to do that, mate. But you're right, we've got to turn up. I really hope we do turn up because I think there's a potential of us doing bits when this all clicks. And it's probably just going to take a while for it to click to start off with. Ian, by the way, mate, how are you doing, mate? It can be good. It'll be interesting. First one we did was successful. Some good. Yeah, it was good. It was a really good, successful one. And that's why I want to do it again, because we haven't done it in a while. And that's the thing. I really want to do it again, because we haven't done it in such a long time. And I'll be honest with you, I like things like that. I genuinely like doing things like that. They're fun. They're a lot of fun to do. Will we? Do you want my number now? Yeah, but we'll get it done. We'll get it done. We'll enjoy it. We'll have a bit of fun with it, because it's been a while since we've done one. I can't even remember the last one we did. I believe it was an international break, and I believe it was when we were last. Christ, when did we last do the last calling? Was it the last? It was a while ago. I know that. Let me have a look. I had done so many live streams these days. I haven't got a clue when it was. Let's have a look. What was the last community calling special? Transfer deadline day stream. Oh god, that went for hours. Debrief. Cut run could really help gain some content, but in regard to Sunderland and Leeds, we have played them. And they're brimming with confidence. Yeah, it is what it is, mate. Transfer window to yellow tie. Yeah, I'll be wearing my yellow tie. I've got a yellow tie ready to go. Community, the last calling show, Jesus Christ, was 26th of October. Yeah, we're due one. We are due one, so yeah. We do a calling show. We are due one. We haven't done one since October last year, so yeah, we'll get one done. I'll try and find a way of doing it a bit more often as well, if I can. It's just a lot of that is due to trying to figure stuff out. Play strong. Reading through some of your comments on things about me. I think you nicked my idea. We need a strong leader at the back. Ellie King, but maybe a love child of Roy Keane, the top leader. You're right though. We do need a leader at the back. Shout. It's a difficult window. It's a very difficult window to get the last little components you want in. You know what? We could do with those kind of people. 41 people watching, 38 likes, like that up to 44 likes, and then it'll be good. But yeah, I apologize for going earlier than normal. Bank holiday and all that good stuff. I've just been stupidly busy. Just trying to up the content and stuff. Like I said, this week busy. Oh, last year though, it was longer ago than that. Yeah, it's been a while. It has been a while since we've done it. I really want to get doing them again. It's just finding a spot that works in a time slot that works, because I'm very ADHD, a little bit autistic in terms of like how I want things to be, and if I get myself stuck in a schedule, I like to keep it at that set schedule for you guys. I'm the worst when if someone turns around and goes, we're changing it up when I normally watch at a certain time. I'm like, it's thrown my day off. Mate, your content's great. Keeping us up to date, thanks, mate. Cheers, I much appreciate that, mate. I try the best I can. Like I said, come the October time, you will see more videos done with this than you will see down here. But I will try and prioritise more live streams then, because I'll have an evening, a bit more of an evening to myself to do that. So we might have something where we don't have many videos during the day, but we might have a long updated video video or live stream in the evening. We'll just go over stuff like an evening roundup kind of thing. I don't know yet. I'm playing around with what I want to do with it because the bits of it I want to do in different ways. But guys, I am going to call it a night. We have got a long one tomorrow. So tomorrow, I'll probably start at around 7 p.m. 7:30, 7 p.m. Grimsby away. Then we've got Debrief on Wednesday, and then we've got the mammoth long one on the also on the Friday. Also need to not be hot, and you have a bad day with seizures. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, it needs to. Look, I've still got the air conditioning down here, but yeah, it does because it's a nightmare. But thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. If anything breaks between now and the next video, I will make a video on it. Keep yourselves well and safe. I hope you had a good bank holiday weekend. Remember, it's just football. I know it's, so you could say, it's everything to me. Football is it. It's just football. We'll move on. We just played top, I reckon we just played top 6, 2 sides this season in the first 2 games. Let's see how we are after Millwall. Let's see how we do. And I will see you in the next one. See you later, guys.